Otieno. Let me first introduce myself once again. Anya Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert aka Bobby Wine aka Okelo. Abedo Ladik President Main National Unity Platform. Yeah man, today I would have spoken Luo, but I don't want to scare you. I am very, very glad to see you, my brother. Today is a special day. I started with that song saying Afande sipigane na wewe na kupigania, to communicate to our brothers and sisters in the police and in the military, those that are used to suffocate the voices that are fighting for the people of Uganda. And I know that majority of them come from northern Uganda. And they have the same problems like every other Ugandan. They have children like us. Their children are missing school just like our children. Their wives are suffering with bad health care like our wives. And I know that in a better Uganda we shall all enjoy. I want to thank Madam Deputy President for the very honorable introduction. But before I go any further, I want to tell the people of Kole that apart from Bobby Wine and all these other leaders, you have a young man, and leader, that young man called Emmanuel. I want you to clap for him. I don't know what his first name means, but as Christians we are taught that Emmanuel means God is with us. When he was speaking, I remembered myself in Chadondo 7 or 8 years ago in 2017. In fact, it's 8 years ago. And I saw myself. And I was wondering whether you people know the kind of jewel that you have. Because we live in a country where leadership is only identified or recognized by money, or by gray hair, or by how big your stomach is, or by how old you are. This young man has none of this. But if you could see as I see, and if you could sense as I sense, you would make this man your member of parliament. You would never regret that. This is a representation of a new Uganda. A young Uganda. A young Uganda. A Uganda that is ready to start again. A Uganda that is not affected by the terrible past that we all know. The past that none of us was part of. That none of us even participated in. But a terrible past that was forced onto us. And we were forced to dislike each other. We were forced to inherit the mistakes in the past. I tell you today, my brothers and sisters, that from the east to the west, from the north to the south and to the central, we dare to build a new Uganda. That young Uganda. And this young man, Emmanuel, represents that. You can take your seat, my brother. It is in the same breath that I see comrades like Ageno and all the candidates that we have here. For me to take a decision to come into politics, I was not a politician. But I saw that all the great people, all the professionals before us had been destroyed. All the professors, all the engineers, all the intellectuals. And I realized that we are the hope that we've been looking for. Everything that we want God to do for us, God will do through us, using us. My brothers and sisters, it has been 40 years. It has been 40 years. Mwaka ipiera ngwen. 40 years of pain. 40 years of slavery. 40 years of poverty. 40 years of brainwash. 40 years of destruction. I think now we can all agree that enough is enough. I said enough is enough. Enough of the pain. Enough of the lies. Enough of the brainwash. Enough of the manufactured hate. Yesterday when I was traveling from Bunyoro, we used the Masindi Port to access Lango. And I had the rare honor of being received by my brother, Honorable Jimmy Akena. And yes, I was honored to go and salute the resting place of our founding father, Dr. Apollo Milton Obote.
Uganda.
But as I was driving, going to Apache for the first rally, I was thinking so many things. I wish I knew how to speak very clear Luo. I would speak it today. But this producer of mine done magic. He refused to teach me. Come here,